Hi, I'm Susan, and from Susan Routledge Consultancy and Finishing Touch Health and Beauty Clinic, and I hope you enjoy these videos that we put together.
My name's Kirsty. I'm the National Beauty Manager for Saks. My role entails maintaining quality standards across our national chain of salons, as well as looking at products, equipment and maintaining a strong position in the beauty industry.
Hi, I'm here with Kirsty from Saks, and I've known Kirsty for quite a long time, but I really don't know how you started in all of this.
Yeah, when I was younger, it wasn't an industry I felt I wanted to progress into. It never kind of crossed my mind, but once I was a school leaver, it was that question mark of, well, what do I really want to do? And it was really my friends who said, oh, you should go into beauty. You know, we used to always do bits with each, and they're like, you always were really good at that. And I kind of sat back and thought, oh yeah, I'll go into beauty. So it was just one of those areas I progressed into without really having that ambition to do so. But once I was in the industry, it really excited me. I was really inspired by a particular person who I thought, wow, that is really the benchmark of where I would like to be. So I was inspired at quite a young age at college by somebody who's very well known, Noella from Elemis, and it really was that I felt it was just exciting, and progressed on from there really. And I found my niche in my career path really, so it just was meant for me.
So once you did your training, then did you go and work in a salon? Did you go straight into business? Or?
Cruise ships, yeah, for me, travel, life experience, gaining so much experience on an international level through cruise ships was really great. So that was my first pathway in the career, and then from there on in, I've been with Saks for over 15 years. So from completing the cruise ships, I worked as a therapist within Saks, and really just progressed my way through the ranks. You know, I've always been one who, you know, sees an opportunity and I'll kind of jump at it, or do what I can to be known and heard of in the network of Saks initially when I was a therapist, and really it just progressed from there really. Yeah.
I think that's what's coming out in the interviews. It's sort of someone who has like sort of not an opinion, but sort of an ideal of where they want to be, and progress into it. So yeah. Has it worked out exactly how you've wanted it to? Or?
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, I just feel like my role in Saks is so exciting, so dynamic, as is the industry anyway. So obviously working with such a strong, great brand, I couldn't have asked for a better pathway for my career to go into. So yeah, definitely worked out, not the way I planned, actually better, but you know, I couldn't have asked for a better career pathway and even opportunities now in my role with Saks of, you know, international expansion and you know, opening a lot more salons. It's really exciting times for us.
And at what point did you go from sort of thinking, I just want to be a therapist, to thinking, no, I want to really go for it?
I think I've always had that mindset of really wanting to go for it, even from just, you know, when I was at college, I actually wanted to do my work placement at Elemis. So I arranged to go on Elemis training centre in London at the time and do training in Elemis. I couldn't get the certificate, and it was at the time when Noella actually done the training. So from there on in, it was just a case of, right, that is it now. You know, no matter what pathway I go into, I always want to make an impression and be recognised and for people to know who I am. So I think that I've always been of that mindset. Even in college, I am very competitive. That is, you know, I'm so competitive, I don't even let my children win a game of Monopoly. You know? And it's like, if they win, they genuinely do beat me, and I'm the one that spits the dummy out. So I think I am quite competitive, but not in a really bad way. I think it's good to have that, because it means that it makes you hunger to be the best that you can be, or to win, or to strive and develop yourself really.
So with the future, because obviously now you're at the top of your tree, kind of thing, what's your plans and where can you take it now?
Yeah, well, obviously I am at the top of my tree with Saks, and I'm actually opening my own Saks franchise whilst keeping on my existing job role. So actually moving into the salon business hands-on. So I've managed many company-owned salons in the past, but I've never physically ran my own business. So it's almost a case of now I'm walking, you know, I've talked the talk, I'm walking the walk, and I'm, you know, but I will be keeping my existing role at the same time, which I think will just enhance what I do on a day-to-day basis.
That'd be fabulous, because then you obviously seen it from both ends.
From both avenues, yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited about that.
As far as sort of, is there any decisions that you wish you hadn't made, or any advice that you'd give to?
I wish I hadn't once waxed somebody's eyebrow off on a cruise ship. But, you know, I was a college leaver, I was naive, and I learnt by my mistakes, and I've never done it again. So I think no matter who you are in the industry, you know, if you make a mistake, it's all about learning from it and progressing on from that. People make mistakes, and we're going to do it, but it's about acknowledging you've done it and holding your hands up and learning and developing on from that. But, you know, apart from that, I think there's nothing where I think, oh, I really wish I hadn't done that, because everything, even if it hasn't gone according to plan, I've learned something, it's helped develop me, or it's helped better me in what I do on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, there's nothing where I think, oh, I really, really regret that. So no.
I think everyone has one thing that stands out that they've done.
Yeah,
but
the shame and moment in beauty, and it was waxing somebody's brow almost completely off on the ships, yeah.
But then it does make you a better therapist long run.
Never done it since. I've never done it
careful.
again. And thankfully, I never saw that client again, because it was all the way on a cruise ship, and she disembarked, and that was that.
So, work-life balance, because you're so busy.
I think because I've got 2 small children, you have to have that time where you switch off, and you know, you have to commit to dedicating time to your family life, or even just being human and doing what you enjoy. Otherwise, you know, you become resentful of the industry in which you work or the job that you do. So I think you've got to have time planning, and really think you've got to be extremely organised, plan your time, and part of that is having a life and your children and switching off from work. You know, for me, it's Sunday, albeit I'm here today, but most Sundays it's my family day, and that's where I dedicate to my family and my personal life, because that's my release. And you know, you kind of come back to work with a fresher mindset, because you've had some time out. If you just constantly think about work, you know, 365 days of a year, you're probably working very reactively. You know, it is, if you know, you're organised, you've got your time plan, you have to fit in that balance of life.
I'm just finding when you're saying you're here on a Sunday at the Professional Beauty XL, obviously just waiting to go on to start the CEO seminar. Mm-hmm. You obviously give a lot of your time back to the industry as well.
Yeah.
So is that something you've always focused on, or?
I think it's important, because one of the things I love about the industry is everybody really does want to help each other. You know, there are businesses out there who give us a bad reputation, and what people in the industry love is the businesses that want to make a difference. They want to better themselves, they want to develop the standards across the industry. So I'm happy sharing my experiences from a huge national brand, and if it helps a business better themselves, then that's a really good reward for us as a brand and as a company, because it's not just me, it is about Saks, you know, improving the benchmark of the industry, and that, you know, helps to eliminate a lot of the bad reputation that we do get from the salons who really don't care about the standards, the quality of what they use, and the quality of what they're doing. And if I can work at bettering that, then it's, you know, it's benchmarking our industry much higher.
It's been absolutely fabulous, Kirsty. So I'll let you go and
prep for my presentation.
And,
yep, thank you.
Seminar. What's your seminar today?
Building loyalty. So it's loyalty about engaging with your customers, but also loyalty to existing products and introducing new ones, but how to avoid damaging loyalty to existing brands as well.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Very important.
So, built around loyalty.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.